no, digging. I even even when I'm listening to you speak, I was sort of feeling into all of it. And the organic timeline before the shock happened, and all the different dimensions of self were connected, and there was a real heightened state of awareness. Da, da, da. It just felt so much more fluid. It's like when the hologram went bang down, and the psychic shock obviously was already done.
And
It just
time was,
felt everything became more
and
solid.
gravity was inserted,
Yeah. Everything just became far more fucking solid. We forgot everything. Yeah, everything's slower. Just not, yeah, just that real density of everything sort of came online. I don't know, just when you, sorry, I was just commenting on that.
But I think it's great to go back, to take yourself back to when this shit went down. So you start to get your own story, I mean, it's nice to hear other people's. Stimulated, nice, etc. But it's like, find your truth. And the other thing that I've been saying, they try and make things so fucking complicated. The bullshit, carry on. It's like, basically, this is it, people. You're living, loving gorgeousness on the mooster. These fuckers come, consciousness invasion, fuck us over, blah, blah, blah. We're now getting rid of that. That's it.
You know what, though? I was thinking about why people make it complicated. I reckon some people, and I can relate to this, so it's not just, I'm not trying to blame, but I think that people want to make excuses for whatever they've got in the matrix of justifying its existence and trying to keep it. I think maybe it's like a letting go thing, maybe.
Exactly.
Are you feeling what I'm saying?
Not
sorry?
I'm only getting a warm glow. I'm not getting a hot rush. So what the fuck?
Oh, okay.
I sort of do.
Good.
Say again. You tell me.
Okay, so it's like, well, this is just a theory, obviously. But to make things complicated, like, even with things like ascension or, fuck, now I'm losing it.
No, I know what you mean. There's this person and there's that person, and then that one's having a war with this one, and that one's but then you've got to go to the fifth dimension, but you can't go there on it. I know what you mean. That's what I'm saying. Here it comes, babies. Here you are, living and loving on the mooster. The next thing you know, we're invaded. Our consciousness is invaded. We're asked to, with our brains, manifest a whole different fucking ball game. Yeah. And we do, because we don't know any different at that time. Right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
How did they? They got in because they have a similar DNA template to us. The problem is that they've got hitchhikers. Now, this leads me to, is there hope for Anthropos 10? Now,
okay.
I say this because, a lot of Anthropos 10 are coming through the thing. That's fine. I had a real look at it today. And, I mean, the Anunnaki aren't the only Anthropos 10 that have arrived here, right? If you have a look at the Australian originals, who have been called Aboriginals, which isn't a really good word for them, so the originals in Australia, they have very clear memories of their origins in the Pleiades, or that their ancestors are from the Pleiades. Why not? Because they seem to have been able to symbiosis with Mu. That's the point. So that's why I was thinking, as far as Anthropos 10 goes, the Anunnaki Anthropos 10, how much can they then assimilate the same way that these other tribes or other expressions of Anthropos 10? Now, my thing is, because they've been so interwoven with the archons, with that transhuman agenda, that whatever, and they'll be the ones pretty much that are here. Of course, there's going to be the adepts that have come from there, that they've brought here to run their realities, etc., that might not necessarily be so on board with the fucking agenda. But the point is, we all have to look at what our part was in it. Maybe now you're looking at it as in, oh, I'm a good guy. I want to stay on Mu. Maybe, you're surviving like the rest of us and you did a few things to get here to Mu.
Case in point. Yes.
Right? So I suppose what I'm saying is I don't know, as far as Anthropos 10 Anunnaki goes, I really think there's got to be a major disconnection with that archontic factor in order for them to have a chance.
But to kind of have a disconnection from that archontic agenda, they would have to have a strong connection to source, to their own essence, in order to be able to individuate from that. And from my experience of what I've felt into the Anunnaki, there's minute. It's
Because
so minute. There's the
Anunnaki,
sovereignty.
well, they're so far down the line with this fucking Archon bullshit, right? The only way the Archons reproduce is through cloning. Duh. So it's the same set of memories, mind experiences that goes from the hive mind to the hive mind to the fucking little,
Yeah.
beauties that they are. So the Anunnaki, in adopting that practice, they kept doing the same thing, cutting and pasting their own memories, immortality, into these clones, if you will, because they'd lost the ability to procreate the way we do. But also, they were breeding it out because they wanted perfection and they wanted to last forever and all the fucking bullshit that they were sold. By this manipulative thing. That's what I'm saying. They got fucked over too, right? Normally, when you're procreating, you would bring in a soul from Ra, right? Or that's what we did with Mu. What happened for them was they kept bringing the same energy through, the same energy through, the same energy through. And it got diluted and diluted and diluted. So by the time they have come here, not only do they not have much life force left, but they've also all been drawing from the same pool. So, for example, if you look at the creature that calls itself Thoth, right? Mm-hmm. That's got like a lot of little reptoids running around with the Thoth label, right? So what was happening was, here we are, instead of bringing in the Ra, like the Ra souls, they had midwives bringing in the Anunnaki souls, So it started to flood our consciousness with more of these beings who were in with that agenda.
Yeah, dominating. Yeah, I get it.
And of course, when you're talking about dominating, when we come out of this psychic shock and we're stuck in these realities, they inserted their own fucking rules and roles in there. So we came into domination control, which was so not our thing. It's so not what we were living before. So it's psychic shock and it's this as well. So what was your question? Sorry.
Do you think that when we were talking about even the Australian originals and other sorts of Anthropos 10, do you think that there'd be other Anthropos like 8 or 9 or 7?
Totally.
So do you think that maybe Anunnaki, do you believe that they are the Anthropos 10 and that maybe there's different sorts of versions?
Yeah.
Is Anunnaki another name for Anthropos 10?
No, Anunnaki is a race, just like we're humanity. Anunnaki is not much human left in them, but like a race that's DNA template is Anthropos 10.
Right.
So the Anthropos 10 being thrust out into the arm of the galaxy, right? It's like it's been able to nest normally as it would without Mu falling from the pleroma. Right? So they've developed on those places. The problem is the Archons have sought them out because they know the weakness.
Yeah. Of course, and so they've used them as
spread now a little bit beyond what was originally just the shell of the solar system.
I'm digging.
Digging. And of course, we see all this bullshit happening with Jupiter, which amuses the fucking Christ out of me because Jupiter's their weak link. And that's a way that the outer has been able to get messages, whatever to us down here on Mooseville. So it's now becoming a two-pronged attack. not only from within, as it should be, but also from the outside. You know? And that's not because we're being saved, it's none of that shit. It's because basically this galaxy is saying no to anti-life. Had enough.
Yeah, completely.
I mean, as far as the Anthropos 1 to 9, many of them didn't survive. That's why they kept doing it, to try and perfect it. So there may be, you know, some Anthropos whatever floating around, but I'd say the latest would be Anthropos 10. And, you know, like a lot of the Indians, for instance, and I mean Curry Indians, not powwow, teepee Indians. A lot of the Indians, they have their own thing with the Asuras and all, like they have their own story with the blue beings. You know,
Right.
so it's kind of like that could have been a dreaming where they invited that consciousness in. You know? So
Right.
there's more, I mean, Anthropos 10, think of it as we're all going to look similar.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I
know, this is
understand.
why I'm in love with opening the DNA, because then if you are Anthropos 10, if you can open that DNA, it opens all the possibilities. Maybe you can, you know, join the dreaming mind of Mu.
It really is still like there's this really strong part of me that goes, no, they can't do that.
Because they fucked us.
I
You
know.
we don't want to give them a break.
Yeah, I know. That's probably where it comes from. It's like, fuck no. But at the same time, like, I want them to be able to do it. But
Do
I
you?
just
I don't.
do it just do it
I'm
in your
like,
own
payback's
time on
a
your own
bitch.
fucking planet. No, I get it. I get it. I just don't I feel that my energy's been raped so much
Yep.
by these motherfuckers
Yep.
that it's like, where is it in my responsibility to fix your fucking mistakes? Where is it?
Dig it.
And that's where my kind of comes
But to be
from.
honest with you, I've got more of a problem with the organics who let them in.
And I can get that. I can.
You know,
I do.
these fuckers are just in survival. They're doing their thing. You know, bravo. Now we want to take back our land. Now we want to take back our energy. Sorry, we've played. We're leaving the sandbox. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I get it. There's the idea of just opening up my energy to that ever again once this thing is finally done. I just, yeah, I can understand why you're really angry.
Well, not so much
I'm
really
really
angry.
angry.
It's just they're the ones that I kind of look at with more disdain because it was their arrogance and their fucking, you know, I'm so fucking shit hot, and their lack of training and their fact that they thought, oh, we already know, we know. That is what offends me because they've opened us up. The other people can be cruising around trying to look for consciousness invasions. That's fine. That's what we do, right? But it's like, no, sorry. For me, that's the betrayal.
Yeah.
Yeah.